Between 1692 and 1693, the Puritan village of Salem was swept by fear of witchcraft. More than 200 people were accused of practicing witchcraft, and 20 innocent lives were taken. This is the chilling story of the Salem witch trials. Salem was a small Puritan settlement, deeply religious and isolated from the outside world. Life was strict, and anything unusual was often blamed on the devil's work. It all began in the home of Reverend Samuel Parris. His daughter and his niece began showing strange symptoms, screaming fits, strange contortions, and sudden outbursts. A local doctor, unable to explain it, gave a terrifying diagnosis: witchcraft. Fear spread like wildfire. Pressured to explain themselves, the girls claimed that 3 women in the village had bewitched them. Tituba, the Parris family's enslaved woman from the Caribbean; Sarah Good, a homeless beggar; and Sarah Osborne, an elderly, sick woman. These women were easy targets, outsiders in a community that valued conformity. They were arrested, interrogated, and humiliated in public. The accusations didn't stop. Once the idea took hold, paranoia gripped Salem. Neighbors accused neighbors. Friends turned on each other. If someone had a dispute with you, they might accuse you of witchcraft as revenge. Children, respected church members, and even prominent citizens were named. The courts relied on spectral evidence, testimony that someone's spirit or ghost had appeared to the witness in a dream or vision. This kind of proof could not be defended against, and it sealed many fates. The accused were brought before a court, set up specifically to handle witchcraft cases. Some confessed to avoid execution, hoping the court would show mercy. Others refused to admit guilt, standing firm in their innocence, and paid with their lives. From June to September 1692, people were hanged on Gallows Hill. 14 women and 5 men. One man refused to enter a plea. He was pressed to death under heavy stones, the only such execution in American history. Even animals weren't safe. 2 dogs were killed after being accused of witchcraft. Doubt began to grow. The governor intervened after his own wife was accused. He ordered that spectral evidence could no longer be used in court, and this dramatically reduced the number of convictions. By May 1693, the remaining prisoners were released, and the trials came to an end. The damage, however, had been done. 20 people were dead. Families were ruined. Decades later, the colony formally apologized, and survivors and their descendants were given compensations. The Salem witch trials remain one of the most infamous examples of mass hysteria in history, a warning of what happens when fear and suspicion overpower reason and justice. The trials weren't just about witches, they were about the dangerous power of fear, the fragility of truth, and how quickly a community can turn on itself.